Okay, when we left off yesterday, you were taking notes about the different headline styles. So I'm going to show you the examples of each of these headline styles, and then you can take your notes on your last section, theme and folio. So the first was this hammer style headline. So if you follow the arrow down and look here for this headline, you've got the main headline and then the secondary headline below. Okay, so that's a way you can design your headlines to make them look a little more interesting. Notice the use of color as well here in this particular module. So they've kind of incorporated this yellow with a quote and with their headline. The next type is this tripod style. So this is where the secondary headline is placed next to the headline. Usually it would be more than one line of text. So you've got your larger headline here and then a few lines here that are a little bit smaller. Okay, so something to think about. And then you've got your kicker headline. So in this, you actually have your secondary headline above your headline. This case, the secondary headline is a quote. So it is a little bit different. You want to decide if this would work for your layout, but this is another idea. Again, notice the use of color here. Okay. All right. For your very last section of notes, we're going to look at theme and folio, and then you're going to take a look at the PDF about the 7 rules of basic yearbook design, and you'll take some notes off of that PDF on the 3rd page of your graphic organizer. All right. As somebody who's working on the yearbook, one of your goals is to reflect your theme on every page. When we do our assignment for this that you'll start tomorrow, you're going to kind of be able to create your own theme because we're not making something for our yearbook. We're just practicing design principles. So you can actually create your spread about anything you want: vacation, travel, something that you enjoy, your friends, your family, whatever. For our yearbook, however, we do have a theme, which is the superhero comic book style that we've been going with. So you do want to make sure that you're trying to incorporate that throughout the yearbook so that it looks cohesive. Your theme can be driven by specific words, stories, and the way you present information. So we might want to come up with headlines that sort of reflect the theme. You'll do that on your own assignment, but also when you create your yearbook spreads. We want to think about how we're presenting it. I know Allison, when she brought in her yearbook that had the same theme, they did something really cool where they had a list of people's names, but it was in the Superman symbol in that shape. So that was a really great way to incorporate that theme. Your theme can also be carried throughout your book through what's called a folio. So a folio is a graphic, a design, or a page number style that repeats on every page. So that's something we can decide if we want to do for our actual yearbook, and we can decide that later. But I did want to show you some examples of that, and that might be something that you want to incorporate into your spread. Remember, your spread's going to be or going to represent 2 pages. So here's some examples of folios. Over here, you've got like the page number where they've added like the bar here. It might be like adding a symbol next to the page number or something like that. In this case, these are some examples of different folios and how they've created the page numbers. It could be adding, just some shapes, some symbols. It might be the way you're like placing your numbers. It might have lines, brackets, something like that. So those are all different examples of something that you can incorporate throughout the entire book that do help it look a little more uniform. So that'll be something that you'll want to incorporate when you do your layout assignment that we're going to start tomorrow. Okay, so at this point on Canvas, you can access the PDF for the 7 rules of basic yearbook design. On the last page of your graphic organizer, you're going to read through the PDF and you're going to take notes about each rule. You want to list the rule, but then also summarize the information about the rule so that you understand what the rule is. For your assignment, you're going to be following the rules. We're not always going to have to follow the rules. Remember, we have to know the rules so we can break the rules. But for this first assignment, where you're creating this non-yearbook layout of just personal photos or personal things to you, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to follow the rules. So make sure you take notes so that you understand what the rules are and you can utilize this when you start your assignment tomorrow. Okay, be good, make sure you're on task. Everybody should leave here today having finished all 3 pages of these notes. And I will collect them from you on Monday. So hold on to them, don't lose them, don't destroy them. Okay, have a good day.